What's up, Internet? This is Skinny from Cobourg Nissan, and today I want to take you on a tour of this beautiful 2016 Nissan Murano Platinum. Absolutely fully loaded Murano. Let's jump right into this. So first and foremost, it's about 1 degree out today. It's not exactly a nice day, so let's get this Murano started with the remote starter. Now, it's not just a remote starter, it's an intelligent remote starter, and what that means is it senses the temperature that's outside. It's going to turn on heated seats, it's going to turn on the heated steering wheel, and it's going to adjust the climate control to get that cabin nice and warm, so that way when we get in, we're nice and warm. So really cool feature for the Murano. Now, the Murano features a 3.5 liter V6 engine. It is Nissan's VQ engine, one of the best engines in the world for over 20 years. Google search VQ engine from Nissan and you will believe me after seeing that. Of course, the all-wheel drive system on this Murano is intelligent all-wheel drive, so it's going to put it into four-wheel drive when it needs to be, and when it's not, it is a front-wheel drive vehicle, and that's how this Murano gets such amazing fuel economy. Now, coming around to the side, you can see the Murano has some really bold styling exterior features. First and foremost, it's got this floating roof design, so you can see the top of it is painted blue, and as it comes back here, it now goes to that black, which is really sharp. When you see it from a distance away, it looks like that roof is just floating up top. Really nice design. Coming around the rear, you can see these beautiful LED taillights. Those are inspired right from the Nissan 370Z. Really sharp looking car. Again, this is Nissan's new model design. It's called the V Motion design. So one of the things you get with a Platinum Murano is you get a power tailgate. Let's pop that open and have a look inside. Got the mat for the back there. We've got the power folding seats. That is correct. Now I've got the seat belts up. I didn't prepare this video very well, but watch this. So the seat would fold down. Oh, it worked. Awesome. Now watch this. With this button here, you give that a pull and this seat comes back up. So cool advantage there. You don't have to jump in, fold that heavy seat back up. You can do that right from the back, and that's both sides that has that feature. Let's close up the trunk and continue on with our tour. You can see it's in a beautiful Arctic blue exterior paint. Coming around the side, lots of chrome trim on the Murano. Top, around the windowsills, door handles, and even that lower piece at the bottom there. Really sharp. And also the Platinum features these unique 20-inch wheels, and those are like a machine-faced wheel. Really nice looking, and that's exclusive to the Platinum model. Coming around the front, we continue with that V-Motion design. You've got those 370 designed headlights, LED accents, which you can see run here all the way up the side there. And then these headlights here are LED headlights, super bright white light, last so long. Really, I love those lights. I'm not a great nighttime driver, so that's almost a must for me on my cars. Now, commonly asked question, why is my Murano missing something? No, it is not. That box down there is your radar, because this Murano has every advanced safety feature known to man, kind of, almost. It has adaptive cruise control, meaning as it's on the highway, if it's getting closer to a car in front of it, it will adjust the speed to match the speed so you don't go bumping into it. It has forward collision warning. It has forward emergency braking, so the vehicle can sense the car in front of you, sense if there's going to be an accident, even apply the brakes to the car. Whoops, got to unlock it. Intelligent key. Once, twice, we're all unlocked. So the safety features on the Murano are extensive. I'll go over that a little bit more as we hop inside. But first, let's have a look at the rear passenger setup on the Murano. Now, the rear passenger setup, they've done something different with this. They've thought equally as much as the front passengers as they did with the rear passengers. And let me show you why. So first of all, they are reclining rear seats. I've just got to, sorry, it's going to be a little shaky here. I got to pull a tab to recline it back. But let's get that recline back so you can see how far back those seats recline. And then in here is your armrest, which, check this out. So this little slot here is actually designed for an iPad. Your iPad will fit in there. It'll rest upright, so that way you can watch your, I don't know if it's kids, you can watch your Paw Patrol, or if it's adults, you can watch YouTube. I don't know, whatever you like back there, but they've set that up there for that. In the back, you have heated rear seats, passenger and driver side, and you've also got a USB plug back here, and that USB plug is simply designed so that way you can keep your electronics charged as you're driving. And then you'll notice again, here's another iPad slot back here in case you don't want it right here. Maybe you're streaming music here with your headphones, but over here you're watching Netflix, Paw Patrol, etc. That's where you can put your iPad there as well. And then you'll notice just as we look up top, that giant panoramic sunroof comes all the way to the back. So rear passengers, total luxury in the back. Definitely not an afterthought for Nissan. When I did training on this vehicle, when it first came out with the new design, they said specifically that they made a very good attempt to make the back passenger seating as nice as the front. Now, having a look at those front seats, you can see they're finished in a beautiful leather seating, heated seats, and with the Platinum model, exclusive to the Platinum, you get cooled seats as well. So air-conditioned seats. You can see driver and passenger seat are power seats. And one little accent I want to show you on these seats, because it's super sharp, is you've got that little colored insert there just by the shoulders. Really, really nice feature. I like that. It just kind of breaks up that leather. Now, it is a memory seating system, but not only is it for the seat, it's for the outside mirrors, and it's also for the power, tilt, and telescopic steering wheel. So that power, tilt, and telescopic steering wheel with that power seat allows you to get in an amazingly comfortable position, because you're no longer kind of confined to those notches on the seat or the notches on the steering wheel when you have a manual seat or manual tilt steering wheel. So super nice there. Now coming around the side as well, we've got our heated steering wheel switch, our power trunk switch, and our traction control switch. Not sure why you turned that off, but if you wanted to. Underneath this beautiful white floor mat, we've got Nissan Murano Nissan Murano mats, which are flipped over because we like to keep them looking as sharp as possible, even with that mat down there. You never know when the snow is going to come. So when you hop in the Murano with the remote start activated, you can see here it's telling you push brake, start, switch to drive. Woo, these seats are nice and warm. So let's get it started up here. So the steering wheel, well, I can't tell, I'm gonna lie. The steering wheel is nice and warm. I have gloves on. But yes, the steering wheel is nice and warm by virtue of using that intelligent remote starter feature. And I want to jump right into this display, because this is our advanced driver display system, and it is very slick. You can see it's a very, very large screen, color screen. It's not what you're used to in the dashboard. And let's have a look here. I'm just going to try to stabilize this as I go through it. So there are buttons on the steering wheel right here. These buttons and these buttons go through this system. And you can see right now it's set to the compass. That's your drive computer, so your average trip, your fuel economy, your driving aids. Driving aids are, let's pop that on. So your blind spot warning, turning that on or off. You can set that up through there. It's also got your tire pressure as you drive, any warnings, settings for the vehicle. If you want to watch how, what different settings you can do for the Murano and most of the Nissan product, go check out my friend Dylan Bedell at Cobourg Nissan, and he's got a video about that. And then your audio will display when you have the audio on there. So a really, really nice, very kind of intuitive system, and it's right in front of your face. You don't have to look all over to find it. It's super easy to use on the steering wheel. And that's a really nice feature. I like that from Nissan. Now you've got, as I mentioned, you've got the radio controls, Bluetooth controls, and advanced driver display controls there. And then on this side here, you have your cruise controls with the adaptive cruise control setting here. So what you would do for the adaptive cruise control, you turn the cruise on, and then you see these little hash marks up top here. When I press that adaptive cruise button, it starts removing some of those dash marks. And what that's telling you is 3 dash marks means it's going to stay very far back from the vehicle in front of you. 2, obviously a little bit less. 1, it's going to be a little bit closer to the vehicle in front of you. Obviously within a safe driving distance nonetheless, but it's more to your comfort and to your liking. Very, very amazing system. If you've never used adaptive cruise control, it's going to change the way you drive on the highway. I promise you that. So with Nissan, with the Platinum, you get the Bose stereo system. Absolutely amazing stereo system. I believe it's 13 speakers in this Murano, so it certainly is extremely loud, extremely high quality stereo system. You can see right here, we've got the touchscreen navigation set up, and over here you can flip, you can go to your audio, your phone set up. I'm not going to do that because it's going to kind of take a few seconds to get out because there's no phone connected. Your information. So if you if you subscribe to SiriusXM, there's different settings you can get different settings you can different subscriptions you can get. There we go. You can sign up to SiriusXM traffic, weather, sports, etc. And when you do that, the Nissan system will recognize it, and it will actually avoid traffic for you if you have a planned route. So really nice system there. You've got your navigation there, your settings over here for Bluetooth, the display, etc. And then over here you have the menu. So this is kind of like a home screen. This operates more like a tablet than it does a conventional radio. Super easy to use, and it's just like a tablet. You can flip through it just by swiping through, and you can customize all of these buttons here to be whatever you use most commonly. So previous destinations is set here. So for that, let's say I want to customize that button. So I'm going to go to edit, and then I'm going to say, okay, I want this button here to be, we're going to delete it, and I'm going to select it, and I want it to be for my radio, I want it to be for my radio stations, and I want it to be for SiriusXM. And then I'm going to hit save. So now when I flip back to that screen, you can see it's set to SiriusXM. So when I hop in, that's kind of like your quick button there for SiriusXM. You can customize all these with widgets and buttons and everything. A very, very cool, intuitive, simple to use system. Once you have it set up the way you like it, it's going to be fantastic. Makes it nice, easy, convenient driving. So it's a very complex system. I could talk about that for quite a while, but let's move on. You've got automatic climate control. You can get that temperature nicely toasty, nicely cool, whatever you like. Now, if you have that passenger with you that says they're always hot or they're always cold, you do have the dual climate control. So you can see the passenger side is increasing in temperature, driver's side stays the same. That will avoid probably many fights. And down here is where you have your heated and cooled seats. So right now they're obviously on heat, but in the summertime, you can crank that bad boy to cold. Now, one nice thing, you see how this is a dial and not a switch, or some common ones are like the push button ones. The dial stays on this setting no matter if the car is on or off. So when you put your remote starter on, if it's the summertime and you've got the cooled seats on, it will stay cold. If you've got the heated seats on, it'll stay hot. And that's a big advantage over some of the other manufacturers that do a button, because you have to push that button to activate the remote seats. Or remote seats, heated seats. So just think about that. That's just some little things that Nissan think of, right? You can see it's got this beautiful silver accented trim interior. Down here you have your USB and auxiliary port. And then even just this armrest, right? The split armrest, driver, passenger. It's got a really nice design. This is a very luxurious vehicle. You've got your big glove box there with the tray that you can put up top. And I'm just gonna pan around so you can get a better idea of what you're looking at here. This is our most luxurious vehicle, let's put it that way. Even the Armada, in comparison, even though the Armada is a beautiful truck, it's by far my favorite Nissan, I believe. The interior does pale in comparison to this. This is a stunning interior on this vehicle. So guys, my name is Skinny. I am the pre-owned sales manager for Cobourg Nissan. I love working here. You are gonna love buying here. If you're interested in this Murano or any other vehicle we have in stock, please get a hold of us right away. Our amazing sales team will go out, answer any questions you have. They will take video to answer your questions so you can see it real time. We can do Facebook Live videos. We can do Facebook video calls. Any questions you have, we are here to help. It is a 21st century car sales experience. We have free shipping across Ontario. Ask us for all the details about that. Even if you have a trade-in, if you got a trade-in, and you live 2 hours away, we can take care of that even. We can appraise your vehicle without seeing it or driving it. So we are equipped here to put every vehicle we have in your driveway. Super simple, easy, just like you were shopping on Amazon. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it, and take care.